the second in a series of little screencasts focused on getting familiar with Badgelist and how you would submit your information to earn the credential, micro-credential that we're working toward. Now in this one, again, this is just a walkthrough of one of the first badges that we'll work on, and something you can do. Again, it's a low-level badge. It's a level 1 or a hatchling level of the micro-credentials, and this one in particular is one focused on the learner standard within the ISTE standards for educators. And again, these standards focus primarily on professional development, expanding your learning beyond a course and or workshop and things like that. And so this, as we walk through the first of the series, is just kind of getting started and seeing where these credentials are, looking at them in different ways and so on, and getting started in the format here. What we're going to do is just going to go ahead and complete the requirements for this badge. And now, again, as we mentioned, the first one, the requirements for this credential are really identifying 3 professional organizations. Now these could be content area special organizations, ones related to math education, science education, other professional. They don't have to be related to technology. They could be the reading association for your state, whichever organization that organization you want to learn more about potentially, or one you might already be involved with, and that's perfectly fine. But again, this is the idea of this is to get you to think beyond just a course and to expand your professional learning in different ways, and to seek those things out, and we want to start with that. So for this one, you're identifying 3 organizations and then providing some evidence about, providing a link to them, some information about them, and then that's really all you need to do to achieve this credential. So when you post your evidence, one thing I suggest in really for any of these different micro-credentials is to have kind of a side document where you're adding, you're working on information, your things like that. You don't want to try and do it all within Badgelist necessarily. You may want to work on it in, say, a Word document even, and then copy and paste it in to the text field that will show up here, or have a side document where you can copy and paste things over. And so that's what I've done for this one. So for this, again, the requirements here are 3 organizations. What I've done is use Apple Notes, and I'll just kind of slide this over, and I've created a new note here for professional organizations, and I just kind of pick 3 that I've frequently work with. ISTE, this is the Society for Information Technology and Teacher Education site, and then the AACTE, which is the American Association of Colleges of Teacher Education. And so I've just kind of compiled this information off to the side. I'm just going to be able to add it then into here. So I've got the web link, picture, a screenshot, and I'll just copy this information over as I need it. All right, so I'm going to start with some text. We'll see how this works. Okay, and I can provide a summary saying here is a list. And then from here I can go ahead and post my evidence. And so I'm going to start, I'll just copy and paste the information about ISTE. Didn't grab the I. There. Let's see if it'll let me copy this image into this as well. It doesn't look like it's going to let me do that. Alright, but I'll copy this information here. The next one is about the Society for Information Technology and Teacher Ed, and then the final one will be information about AACTE. And so I'll just maybe make this a bulleted list here too. 1, 2, 3. Alright, and so this works pretty easy. So here's I've gone ahead and posted this information, and it's basically telling me here you finished building your badge portfolio. Once you think you've got the evidence posted, you can request feedback. And so when you request feedback, it's going to send feedback to people who have already been awarded the badge, and primarily that should be me, and I will approve it as the administrator